Hi, everybody. Welcome to Born Without Boundaries Live. This is Michelle. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to see who comes on, but it's okay because I can distribute this later. This is my bi-monthly live because I come on to discuss these moon energies for you. And we're about to have a, I believe, lunar eclipse. Is it a lunar eclipse? Lunar or solar eclipse? Yeah, why am I a little bit lost on that one? We're about to have an eclipse and a Cancer full moon happening on the same day. I feel like it's a solar eclipse, but let me just check. Full moon. Hello. Full moon in Cancer. Hey guys, these are Cancer. Let's see. What kind of eclipse is this? Tarot.com. No, full moon in Cancer. What kind of eclipse is this? I know, you probably know it's a lunar eclipse, yeah. So essentially, you have the moon in it. I knew it was a lunar eclipse. I don't know why I doubt myself. I just wanted to be sure that I was saying the right things. So I do these all the time, guys. You see me. We come on here, we talk. What's up? What's up, dudes? What's up, Kimberly? Hey, Irma. Hey, Hazel. It's so good to see you guys. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. So these are my predictions for every single zodiac sign. Each zodiac sign, yes, I will be time stamping. So if you see me writing things down during the reading, it's because I'm writing down the timestamps so that I can post them right away. I know people get a little bit perturbed when it takes a while to get those timestamps out. So this helps me keep track of it. So I'm going to go through the zodiac signs starting at Scorpio, and with each of the zodiac signs, I have basically pre-shuffled these cards and cleanse the energy and made sure that I focused on them and meditated on them so that they tell us what those predictions and those messages, the energies that need to come through for each zodiac sign for the full moon in Cancer with the lunar eclipse. It's really interesting for there to be a full moon in Cancer on the same night as there's going to be, on the same time as there's going to be a lunar eclipse. Really, really interesting. Lots of emotions running high. And eclipses represent major changes coming in. So these are major changes to our lives, major changes maybe to our emotions, maybe to our home and our heart space. Really major shifts happening. So they could take us by storm, they could take us by surprise, and that they could affect us. These changes could take up to 6 months to really come to fruition. But here's an energy of karma coming around and make either cracking that whip or giving that reward. So it just determines. I mean, sometimes we just don't know. So it's like, don't get crazy about it. Don't go crazy about it. Don't worry about it. Worrying isn't going to get you anywhere, right? Worrying is like a rocking chair. It'll give you something to do, but it won't get you anywhere, and it really won't get you anywhere. So there's no sense to worry about it. But this may help a little bit with the tensions and the emotions that are starting to run high. Anytime there's a full moon in Cancer, emotions can get really, really kind of full and very juicy and make us emotional where we're normally not, and make it hard for people to communicate. I remember seeing somewhere somebody talking about, I think it was Stargirl actually on her Instagram page, talking about how she felt almost like this was like another Mercury retrograde because communications were so messed up. That's because people's emotions are running high, and I think that we're getting snappy and we're taking things personally in ways that we normally wouldn't take them personally. And this is going to be an emotional full moon. It's going to impact us a great deal, and there's really no escape from it. So it's just like, let's get through it. The only way to get through this type of energy really is to just let, what I say, whether you believe it or not, let Jesus take the wheel. Like, let the divine take over and let it guide you through, because this is a great time to use that wonderful phrase, I don't know. I don't know which direction I'm going. I just covered this in my daily. I haven't posted it yet. I will post it. It is posted to my website. So if anybody's looking for my dailies, which used to be on YouTube, please go to my website. On my website, the website link is right there on my YouTube channel. All you have to do is press a button. It'll take you right there, and you'll see that I post the daily tarot there all the time. You could also go to my Instagram feed, which is born_without_boundaries on Instagram. You can find it there for the next 24 hours, and you can find it on my website indefinitely. So just go there and check it out if you're looking for my dailies. But in the dailies, I wanted to share with you guys, there was this energy of essentially, there was the energy today of, I don't know. I don't know which direction I'm going. I know where I want to get to, but I don't know how to get there. Of just giving over to that sense of, I don't know. And I'm worried, worried about it. Frustration tends to arise when we don't have a map in front of us, right? When our GPS system goes down, and we don't know which direction to go in, there is this energy of worry that comes about us. And we could be very snappy or pop offish or over emotional because we really don't understand how to move forward or what the next step is. So it's a beautiful divine expression to just look up to the heavens and say, I don't know. I don't know which direction to go. I don't know. I know where I want to go, but I don't know how to get there. Please guide me. Ask for help, ask for guidance, ask for the divine to take the wheel. All right, guys, that's what I'm saying with this full moon energy. The biggest thing we can release, because full moons, whether they're lunar eclipse or not, full moons are always about release. It's about, what do you want to let go of? My normal practice every single full moon is to sage my house with the windows closed. Happy birthday, Doug Denny. And to always open the windows wide after I'm done saging, to light and sit myself in a circle of candles and meditate, and then burn in a pot in front of me. All of those things written on torn pieces of paper, all of those things that I'm ready to relinquish, to just burn them, and then take that pot filled with ashes and cast those ashes out into the full moon. So the full moons are always about release. It's a wonderful way to celebrate the full moon. It's actually always very cathartic for me, so I highly recommend you doing it. But beyond that, I think this week the biggest thing to let go of is control. Is to just say, I don't know. I don't know what's coming next. I don't know how to predict it, and I'm just going to let the divine take the wheel, because it's not about not taking responsibility. It's about taking the ultimate responsibility and being mature enough to say, I don't have any context here. I really do not go. I really do not know. So, hey guys, Miss Terry, what's up, Brandis? Thank you so much for joining this live. I'll try to chat with you guys intermittently. But let's start at the top of the Scorpio. I always start with Scorpio because you guys are my greatest supporters on the channel. So are you guys, Capricorn. I always appreciate it. So let's start at 7:47. Maybe you're going somewhere, Scorpio. Let's see what these full moon messages are for you, Scorpio. This is the energy of the full moon, the energies that are coming through for the full moon. Miss Terry, I don't understand. Why are you asking questions? This is not a question and answer thing. It's not a question and answer thing. In other words, I'm not taking individual answers or questions now. This is all the cards are pre-picked out just so that you guys know. If you send up questions, I'm not going to see them anyway. I'm not going to answer them. So just an FYI, that's not the kind of reading this is right now. I don't want anybody to be disappointed or, yay, you made it, or be expecting anything that is not going to come. So Scorpios, these are the energies that are going to be most impactful and most influential on this full moon of Cancer. Now, Scorpios, full moon energy is going to intensify the way that you feel and almost intensify your power. Being a water sign, being in a water trine with Cancer, these are very complementary attributes. So this is usually, I would say, good and positive energy, but basically it's just power. It's powerful energy. And the energies, like I said, for everybody, I feel like especially for water signs, the emotions will be running very, very high. So let's see what's in the cards for you, Scorpio. Your hard work is paying off. So this is an energy, Scorpio, of good karma coming around, and you being able to now be at a point where you can welcome in those things that you've been working hard at. So whatever it is, and this is a card that reminds us, whatever it is and wherever we've been setting our intentions and wherever we've been focusing our minds, that's the energy that was really going to play out. That's the karma that's really going to start coming back to us, because this is Capricornian energy. Capricornian energy is karma. It's Saturn run, and Saturn is conjuncting Pluto on the 12th. So there's a lot of karma, there's a lot of like karma clashes coming out there. It's almost like the institution versus the rebel against the institution, and we'll see which side it lands. But these are definitely like karmic changes coming over, I would say the 9th, the 10th, and the 11th especially. And what this implies is your hard work is paying off. So whatever it is, wherever you've been placing your work, whatever you, in true Capricornian energy, right? This mentality of wherever you've been placing your focus and really putting your energy, it's going to come back around to you, Scorpio. So that's a good thing. Primarily, this is an energy that's really, really positive. That's saying something that you've been working really hard on is about to come to fruition. You're about to get a little bit of a boost or a moment. It may not be coming to an end, right? You may not be at the reward stage, but there is a sense, Scorpio, of it coming to a phase where you're being pushed ahead, and you can feel the momentous sort of divine push from the moon pushing you forward, and you won't fall back again. This isn't like an inconstant moon thing. This is stuff that you've been working hard at, and basically that Saturnian energy coming through for you and saying, we're going to reward Scorpio by letting them see that their hard work is coming to fruition. The next card out is from my Tarot of Light deck, and you're going to love this card. It's so simple. It's so simple. Yes. Scorpio, yes. The universe is saying yes to you. It's also you just saying yes. So when you get this opportunity that comes in, even if it feels like you're shocked or you're surprised, take the opportunity, because this could be the beginning of a brand new adventure that's leading you exactly to where you want to go. Over the 3 days of the full moon, Scorpio, it's really important for you to have that yes energy, that try it, just jump in, just do it. Do that and just say yes. The energy of yes, the energy of the Holy Trinity, the energy of the divine saying yes to you, of saying that yes, it's your time. Yes, you're going to get what you want. Yes, it's coming through. Yes, yes. You're getting a big old yes from the universe. Your hard work is paying off. You're getting a big old yes from the universe. And this could come in the form, Scorpio, of that big old yes being an opportunity that you have to say a big old yes to. So get ready for that welcoming in. Get ready to be open. You've got 2 cards. This is a new moon card, which is a receptive energy. Think about that receptive alchemical symbol of that, that wide mouth triangle opened up wide for the water to come pouring in, to be that cup, that gets filled. Your cup's about to get filled, Scorpio. So say yes. Say yes when somebody wants to come around and pour into your cup. Just say yes. The universe is going to say yes to you. We have the 3rd card, the secret language of light. And I have this guidebook here that I kind of want to read from for each of you guys. Basically, it says, let go. This is a beautiful energy of triumph. For me, this is almost like the Ace of Swords. This is the energy of really finally making that breakthrough, setting yourself free, liberating, communication coming in, direction, you having your direction, you being on point, you moving forward and progressing and making progress and like seeing the light and triumphing after failure. This is that energy, Scorpio, of you finally making that big old breakthrough, a big breakthrough coming through for you, the divine intervening, giving you that slice that opens up the door, that allows you to walk through, that communication that you need to let you know that you're going to be rewarded. Scorpio, this is a huge big breakthrough stage. Say yes, charge after it, go for it. Let me read to you a little bit from this energy. The energy from this book is 18. This is The Secret Language of Light by Denise Jarvie. That's the deck that I'm reading from, guys, just so that you know. Whew. Let go. Scorpio, this is also a mentality, I have to say, because of the message that comes with this card. This is a breakthrough that you're making mentally. It's almost like mental clarity. This energy of being ready for a new beginning, being ready for something. If you want something new to come into your life, you've got to let go of the old. And I feel like over the past couple of months especially, there's been quite a few readings for you that suggests that this is an energy that is very difficult for you. Of course, it's very difficult for you. It's difficult for all water signs to let go. An energy of, but finally being able to let go, of finally being able to not hold. This is your personal triumph. It's your personal victory. It's like you breaking your own chains of being releasing and letting go. And what a perfect energy for a full moon. 1515. There's a divine counterpart coming into your life. But I guarantee you've got to let go of what you have now to welcome them in. Just going to say that to you. Take back your power and thrive. Let all just be and take back your light. Stop trying so hard and breathe. Letting go does not mean jumping blindly into faith, but to release the resistance you hold about a subject so your dreams and desires can be realized. We all have hung on to a person, place, job, or idea because we think it will give us what we seek. But hanging on is the result of unbalanced thinking. This imbalance has you needing compensation. You created a deficit by compromising yourself, thinking that was the way toward your dreams. It was your choice to do that. Now it is your choice to let go and create from love instead of fear. You deserve to have what you want without compromising your truth. You cannot change what has occurred. Somebody needed to hear that. However, you can change what you do from this moment on. No one has been placed upon this earth to make you happy, just as it is not your responsibility to make anyone else happy. Free yourself and everyone else of the idea that we must please others to be loved. You are loved. You are loved no matter what has happened in your life or another's life. Damn, Scorpio. Tell me that wasn't one of the most powerful fucking things you've ever heard and exactly what you needed to hear right now. That was exceptional energy coming through. Beautiful. This is a huge breakthrough. Just say yes. And I think it's you saying yes to a new opportunity because you've finally broken yourself free. Say yes to this opportunity in front of you. Say yes, yes, yes to the new, to the freedom, and to the liberation. Scorpio, I'm so happy for this energy for you. So moving on now to 1727 to Sagittarius. Sagittarius energy over this full moon could be very difficult, to be honest with you, for fire signs especially, because it does tend to clash, especially being really hyper emotional, and water tends to drown you guys. So let's see what advice you need to really get through this time, Sagittarius. It's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. Bam! Oh, Sagittarius, what is it? It's not even necessarily something you've been holding on. It's emotional. It's like emotional, like what has been pent up inside of you. There's, in other words, grief, hurt, upset, all of those things that you moved past so fast, you never dealt with. All of those things that you just, because you always think in the future, right? You are future, you are progress. You are always thinking for the next idea. But because of that mentality, there's a lot of emotional shit that you haven't dealt with. And this scorpionic full moon energy, very, very compatible with Cancerian full moon coming up. This is the energy of what haven't you dealt with, Sagittarius? What were those emotions that you just, boom, skipped over, man? Like just went right over and didn't address because they're coming back around. They're all coming up. This is emotional heartbreak, fear that needed to be released, but it was never dealt with. It's almost like your way, a lot of times water signs' way of dealing with emotions is to pack them down and hold on to them. But your way of dealing with emotions is to skip right over them. But just because you've skipped over something doesn't mean it's gone and doesn't mean you aren't really dragging it behind you. So this is the energy, Sagittarius, for you to really look at that negativity, those hurtful things that you've experienced that you that maybe you didn't even know you didn't let go of, that you didn't even know you needed to release because you've been ignoring them for so long. It's been so easy for you to be distracted on the next project. So Sag, this is your time and this is your moment to basically release. And another, I'm just going to say this right now. You're going to be confronted with these feelings. You're going to be confronted with these emotions. These are confrontations you're not going to be able to avoid. These emotions are coming at you full steam ahead. FYI, Sagittarius, just to let you know, this is the time to sort of not brace yourself, but really be honest and open to those emotions that you haven't allowed to touch you, because they're coming up. So don't try to run from them. Don't try to hide from them. Let them wash over you. Experience them, because experiencing emotions is really the only way to let go of them and release them. They need to be felt. This is your light energy oracle card. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Yeah, this is interesting energy for you, Sag. So basically, there's a lot of maybe taking advantage or having people have grabbed too much from you or taken too much or given too much or provided too much, feeling like you're drained, feeling like you're emptied, feeling and not understanding why, but it's because you haven't said no enough. You haven't said no and you haven't let go. This is that coming back to haunt you, of that energy that almost, remember I said a lot of times full moon energy is very difficult for fire signs. Not necessarily, but Cancerian energy, definitely. Water sign energy is definitely difficult for fire signs because it smothers them. This is too much. This is your dam hasn't been high enough, This is the cracks in the dam. This is what has been too much for you, really. And it could just be burdensome in terms of, have you been giving too much? Have the people around you been requiring too much and asking to take more from you than you want to give? Sagittarius, this is the energy of, yes, it has. And you need to start setting those boundaries that will allow for you to move around in a healthy space and get back to a state of healing. This is going to be a heavy full moon for you. It's going to feel heavy because you're weighed down by those emotions it's almost like you haven't, and it's funny because you guys always say what you need to say, but there seems to be a particular circumstance or situation where you are not saying what you need to say. You were not putting up any boundaries at all, and you're really feeling the fatigue of giving too much coming through. So this is that time to start transferring, and be sure that you start really being honest with your emotions, what you're really feeling. Deal with those emotions and let them out, and let those emotions themselves be the boundaries for other people to know how they make you feel when they treat you a certain way. Sagittarius, your final energy is ask your soul. And what a great complementary energy to have for these two cards that came up. Is this really what you want? Like, ask yourself, is this really what you want? Does this really feel right to me? Because if it doesn't feel right to me, why am I letting this shit slide? Why am I letting it run past my boundaries? Why am I not setting up these boundaries? Ask your soul. What does your soul have to say about what you're feeling, what you're going through, and what you're experiencing? Which direction does your soul want to be going in? Have you been ignoring your soul and giving too much of yourself away to everybody else just for whatever reason? It always starts for good intentions, right, Sagittarius? You don't get led down this path for no reason. But it always seems to start with good intentions, and then it becomes too much. It becomes too much of a burden. And then it's like you're not equipped to go back and handle it because you don't even know where you left off. Ask your soul. This is a great time to cleanse out those old behavioral patterns that aren't serving you, Sagittarius, and really get real with yourself and say, what am I feeling right now? What's really in my heart? And why have I been suppressing it? I gotta let it out. Let me read 16. Let me read this to you, Sagittarius. Wise questions create wise answers. Something you have asked for will soon turn up in your life. Every time you request something, you plant a seed in your quantum field or vibrational reality, where it begins to grow and move toward you. This is how we create and expand consciousness. Asking is the first step in any creation. It only needs to be about 10% of the creative process. But somehow, most of us make it about 90%. If we don't see any evidence our desires are coming into existence, we keep asking. This holds us in a place where the answers can't be heard. Brief interruption. This is why I tell you guys all the time, why are you asking me every single day I go live the same frickin' questions? When you ask a question repeatedly, it gets muddy. The answers get muddied. The energies get muddied. I tell people that all the time. What you desire is on its way. You only need to ask once. It doesn't matter whether this is out loud or in your mind, because the universe interprets vibrations, not words. That's really awesome. So what have you been asking for? What have you been allowing in your life? Those things will be able to come toward you once you stop being what everybody else needs you to be. Set those healthy boundaries and let go or confront those emotions that were hidden or buried deep. You're not going to have a choice. It's almost like finally you're going to say what you need to say. You're just going to let it out. You're going to be like, no, you've been taking too much, and I got to share my feelings with you. And let those emotions be the boundaries themselves. Oh, that's phenomenal energy. Okay, Sagittarius, let's move on to Capricorn. So Capricorn, this is your season. This is your season, Capricorn. Favorable energies for you, favorable time for you. But that doesn't mean that you're immune to the emotions that could be stirred during this Cancer full moon, because it's going to be very emotional. And you know, you're in a square to that Cancerian energy. It's very contradictory to you. It's your opposite sign, right? You are worldly possessions and everything outside of the house and going to work and material possessions, and Cancer is domesticity and the home life and the heart space, and those two could clash if you let them, but they don't always have to clash, do they? They could find that middle point where they balance and are harmonious. And this energy is really going to be challenging, but I think it's going to be a good challenge for you, Capricorn, to be challenged in the way that you have to find that balance between what you want, what your ambitions are, and what your heart space is really asking for. So, okay, Capricornian energy, don't let your past hold you back. Whoa, okay, so South Node energy. Don't fall into those pitfalls of what's easiest for you, Capricorn. Let those, what did I say? That challenge of finding that sweet spot, balancing out with that Cancerian energy that's really challenging for you. Let that square be a teacher to you. Let that energy that challenges you be what pushes you forward. Don't fall into old patterns. Do not buckle to what is familiar to you, especially over this full moon, because it will be hardship. There will be difficulties. There will be conflicts. What you need to do is hold your standards up to yourself and work really hard, working toward usually, like, not working toward, but trying to work with conflicting energies that you aren't comfortable with. This is a time to face what makes you uncomfortable, Capricorn. So I would suggest that anybody who is a Capricorn watching this, please do go and find out where your South Node and where your North Node is, because you're going to see your North Node is going to tell you how are you challenged and what are the best ways to challenge yourself. Understand that energy and challenge yourself in those ways over this full moon, because there is this energy of this momentum rising around good karma versus bad karma. And the way to good karma for you guys over those 3 days is to essentially find out what your lack of comfort is, where your lack of comfort is, and challenge those things. Let yourself focus on those things. Let yourself really take leaps of faith in those directions, even though you normally wouldn't do it. Ooh, Capricorn. Interesting energy, Priestess. You have big responsibilities on your hands, Capricorn. How are you being called to step up and lead? What I say is almost like this is big guns energy. You know, this is your energy. This is being a leader, taking on that leadership role, leading through example. That's what this energy is. So this is the energy of being the leader and being the guide. Well, how are you going to lead walking backwards? You can't be walking toward your South Node. You got to be walking toward what's not comfortable for you. Taking chances, taking risks, taking that step out onto a limb that you don't know whether it's secure or not, but making the decision to commit yourself to trying that new thing or going in that new direction. The new direction, the uncomfortable direction, is going to be the life-saving direction for you. This is almost like in my oracle deck, almost like the white stag card. This is the energy of, I'm here to guide you. You're being given these opportunities for a reason. And it's that unexpected abundance that's really coming out. I'm telling you, I feel like this was part of your reading this week too, wasn't it? Was this unexpected abundance coming where you didn't think it was coming from a place that kind of takes you by storm, kind of like makes you surprised that it actually, like that it actually worked. This energy of taking a job that you don't want, and it ends up being the best job you've ever had in your life, type of thing. It's like it wasn't the perfect scenario. It wasn't the perfect setup. It wasn't comfortable for you, but it's walking headfirst into that discomfort like a boss and taking charge and basically winning everybody over. That's what this is. Enlightenment. And how do we become enlightened? By being able to think and see things in different ways, by allowing ourselves to be connected to those things, especially what originally kept us uncomfortable. There is a sense of illumination and growth and awakening that's happening to you over this full moon. Take it. Take those chances. Take those risks. You need them to get to like level up and get to the next step in your life. I want to read from the guidebook like I'm reading for everybody, Capricorn. Let's get this energy to you. 43, enlightenment. Evolution is guaranteed. You are waking up from your old habits and patterns. At times, you may feel bewildered or not quite like yourself. Relax. All is well. You are just keeping up with your evolution and the life that you desire. Your body and mind are adjusting and adapting to your new and loving soul perspective. Thank you so much for your contribution to the channel. I'm really grateful for it. However, from this higher vantage, it is common for your mind or body to resist, react, or panic when you experience the unfamiliar or unknown. However, from this higher vantage, you can change any story that splits you in two and heal any wounds. You are not trying to replace a negative memory with a positive one. Instead, see all the components of a memory so that a new conclusion can form. Let me read that again. You are not trying to replace a negative memory with a positive one. Instead, see all the components of a memory so that a new conclusion can form. An unbalanced memory recreates the trauma every time it is talked about or remembered. This event or person will be blamed for pain in your life today. A balanced memory has no charge or activation and becomes wisdom. You may even come to see a challenge as the best thing that ever happened to you. Once you change and heal your opinion, enlightenment will shine through wisdom. The synchronicities in these cards are remarkable to me. Remarkable to me. Capricorn, it's a game-changing time for you. Let yourself move forward. Let yourself be challenged and let yourself be uncomfortable, because that's a pathway to your level up. It's coming for you. Aquarius, this energy is for you. Aquarius is starting at 3406. Okay. Ooh, Aquarius energy. These readings do take a lot out of me, guys. They really, really do. But let's keep going. Full moon energy for Aquarius. Thank you so, so much, basketball fan. I'm really grateful for you. Conclusions are within reach, Aquarius. Something that's been on your mind, something that's been indecisive. Maybe you've been indecisive. Maybe you've been questioning. Maybe you don't know, and you've been saying that a lot. Hey, guys. Thank you. There is essentially, questions are going to be answered. You're going to figure something out. You're going to finally be able to realize and make a decision about something that's been perplexing you. Information coming to you, or maybe even just realization, like being really true, because this is emotional time. This is full moon, right? Being able to be real about what you were feeling, being able to get real about what you felt and what you experienced, being able to confront it, being able to let all those emotions come out so that they can finally be over. Emotions need to be felt. This, Aquarius, is what you need to allow yourself to do over the 9th, 10th, and 11th. This is that liberation that's going to be given to you by this beautiful full moon in Cancer. This energy of you're safe. You have a safe place to let your feelings out, to let your feelings show. So let that safe place. Michelle, have you ever been to Master Cuts in Springfield? No, I have never, Erica. I haven't. Um, there's this energy of just releasing and letting go, and basically letting go to finally come to a conclusion, come to an end. You're coming to an end, Aquarius, of I think a long-term occurrence, something that's been brooding or bubbling or underneath. Maybe you haven't been able to decide or make a decision or really feel what you need to feel. Aquarius, this is the energy of that coming to an end, of you finally being able to get the freedom and liberation that is feeling what you need to feel in order to heal what you need to heal. Ooh, Aquarius. There's ultimate liberation, isn't it? Because now you're not carrying around the burden. You're not carrying around the heartache. You're not carrying around the question or the not knowing. There's going to be answers that come in to the questions that you've been seeking and asking. Ooh, oh, I love that energy for you, Aquarius. I do. Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. This is divine intervention. People in the other world, could be ancestors, could be people that you've lost, that you've loved, could be, like I said, loved ones that have passed, but also just divine help from angels and guidance coming through, messages from angels coming through. This is divine orchestration. You're going to start to see the divine in everything that has been set up for you. And maybe that's what's answering your questions, Aquarius, is you're going to start to see the hand of the divine in those circumstances or situations, especially on the 9th, the 10th, and the 11th. There is an energy of, I know I'm being led. I know I'm being directed. I can feel it. And that is actually probably going to help guide you and lead you and help you trust in what you're feeling and what you're experiencing. Aquarius, this is a very wonderful energy because you're not going to be alone, and you're going to know that you're not alone, which hopefully will empower you to make those decisions that are best for you and to be able to draw some conclusions that you really need in your life. Oh, divine. I could just feel it's like, do you see? This is divine intervention. It's in the absence of, too. That negative space behind is almost like a big old God, like reaching out, like that statue in Brazil, like that big old, and then it's like the divine sending down this intervention through deities, through church, through religion, through spirituality, through a conversation. A conversation, through clarification. But it's coming through the spiritual realm. It's coming through that higher realm of enlightenment, Aquarius. But it's going to come to you. It may come to you in church. It may come to you through a tarot card reader. It's going to come to you through some sort of divine messaging that you're going to feel so good about, because it's like, wow, I'm really not alone here, am I? Could be a feather on the street or numbers that you see, but this is something that that these entities are helping you. They're around you to help you. Like I said, this could also be the past loved ones coming back to you as well to help you and guide you and show you that, you're still loved. We haven't forgotten about you. We're still very close to you, and we're still connecting with you. And that is probably going to be exactly what you need for that big old hug to finally get some emotional release. Ooh, Aquarius, wow. Nothing has gone wrong. This is a beautiful energy coming through for you, Aquarius. Has something been denied to you? Has something felt like it just fell off the cliff? Has something felt like it ended abruptly? Has something felt like it's just everything is going wrong? No. First of all, this is usually your reaction to a very emotional time, and this is going to be a very emotional time. It could be very difficult for you to really deal with your emotions because you usually deal emotionally. You usually use your intellect and apply your intellect to work through your emotions. But these emotions can be very overwhelming and make you feel like something bad is happening to you. It's going to be through this divine intervention and these signs and symbols that you're going to see you are protected, you are safe, Aquarius, and actually nothing has gone wrong. It's just feelings. It's feelings that need to come out because they need a conclusion. That's what's going on, Aquarius. So there's no need for you to think like something is actually going wrong. It hasn't. It hasn't. This is just a balancing out. This is like it feels like something's going wrong when the scales are all over like this. But that's what happens when the scales balance themselves. Is at first there's huge fluctuations that make it feel like something is out of control. It's not. It's just rebalancing itself. And I think that that's what the emotional impact this week for you guys is just realizing that emotional balance is a way to balance things out and heal. So let's go to card number 7 and read what this card means. This is an obstacle launches new loving requests. In the last few days, a change came out of the blue. It may have felt like your body and mind moved through a crack in reality as your life alerted course so suddenly. Deep within, you have been craving change, and this situation brings new and different experiences to your life. You may be feeling a little lightheaded and dazzled by the brilliance of this expanded vision of you, but you are doing so well. It is now time to catch your breath and settle into your new outlook. This is an opportunity to look at your thoughts, ideas, and your reactions to your potential success. As you become aware and implement change, you can rise above the limits people or situations have placed on you. This card depicts the trigram of the I Ching, the Book of Changes, with a yin-yang symbol. This is a reminder that everything changes, that nothing can exist on our physical plane without its opposite, and neither is superior to the other. You can't stop anything that is manifested, but it can serve as an inspiration to create new paths aligned with your soul truth. Ooh, it's about enlightenment, Aquarius. It's about enlightenment and expansion, which honestly is what you're all about too. So this is about you coming back to your truest sense of self by really allowing the imbalance to enlighten you. Enjoy these emotions, Aquarius. They're here to teach you something. Pisces, let's get on to your energy. Ooh, I'm talking heavy, heavy energy, right? Pisces, we are at 43, let's say 13, 43, 13, Pisces. So this is your energy, Pisces, for the full moon in Cancer that's coming up. You're going to feel, as Pisces, you're probably feeling these energies already. I'm going to just be straight with you. You're probably already feeling the shifts and the moods and the water rising and getting really, really maybe a little bit tumultuous. So, but Pisces, this is all really kind of your territory, right? Because you are the water. You can sink into the water and kind of avoid the waves if you want. So let's see what this energy has in store for you, Pisces, for this full moon. Wow. And this is upside down. The blue moon. The blue moon. Believe in the impossible. Ah, I see. So Pisces, this is almost like getting your bubble popped. Or do you see like a bubble that is existing in those dark depths beneath the cold that's frozen over? This is something that maybe you put away for a long time, Pisces. Something that you've held on to as something precious, a pearl that you don't want to let go of because you're basically afraid that the impossible is never going to happen. You're afraid that this is the impossible and that releasing it will destroy it. Well, it will destroy the bubble, but the bubble holds something, and it's what it's holding that it needs to let go of and release and launch. Let go of it. Show the world. Share it with the world, Pisces. It needs to come out. It needs to be let go of. It needs to be released, because what you feel is impossible is actually very, very possible, very probable. And it's requiring you to, like, come on, Pisces. We asked you to do this. We want you to do this. We want you to make it real. Take the chance. There is this energy of protecting something and keeping it hidden deep down and underneath, feeling like, but look it, this bubble is about to pop. It's about to burst. It's something that maybe you wanted to protect and not let go of, that this Cancerian full moon is going to go pop and explode. Why? Because we have to release it. We have to let it go. This is the time, Pisces, for you to pop that bubble. Instead of protecting it and hiding it from the world, release it and let it go. Maybe the impossible has been impossible because you've actually believed that it's impossible. It was actually your restriction and the holding back that was making things not move ahead for you. Stop holding back. Release, relinquish, and let go. This is the full moon calling you to take this bubble that you've literally frozen in time and held onto, allow it to pop, burst open, and liberate all that air inside that is trying to uplift you, trying to bring you to the surface so that you can be shared with everybody above it. This is that time. This is that energy. So Pisces, if this is an emotional experience for you, if this is an emotional, particularly emotional time for you, Pisces, understand that these are emotions that needed quite some time ago to be released, because honestly, you're keeping yourself from something beautiful. You're keeping yourself repressed, and that repression is holding you back. Believe in the impossible. I think you didn't believe in the impossible. You believed that it was impossible, and so you weren't going to do it, or you weren't going to try it, or you were going to keep it held precious to you so that you wouldn't be disappointed by it failing. The only failure is holding on to it. And that's the bubble that's going to burst this coming full moon. Damn. The ever unfolding rose. Cracked open. It's not, it's happening. Excuse me, let me read that again. It's happening for you, not to you. Oh. What did I just say about the bubble bursting open? Because you want to release and you want to share. This bubble bursting that the Cancer full moon is probably going to force on you, it's not happening to you. It's not there to do violence to you. It's there to liberate you. You are the bubble. You've held yourself underwater for too long. You've pent up something that, that you didn't share, because it's almost like I said, that pearl that wanted to be released. This crack is not opening to hurt you or harm you or expose you. It's opening for you so that you can be liberated and you can be free. And you can expand your life into those stratospheres that you've basically made impossible for yourself because you haven't wanted to take the chance. So the emotions that you experience over those 3 days of the full moon, Pisces, are emotions of extreme release, of something that needed to bloom. It's like your little flower has been kept in the dark, rotting, unable to bloom. A sad little seed. Oh, is that a bubble? It's a seed. Do you see? It's a seed that has not been able to grow. Oh, damn. I just got the rose. I'm going to attach it above. Remember that song? Some say love, it is a flower. Hold on. Some say love. Anyway, the line that I'm thinking about from the rose is just remember that in the winter, far beneath the bitter snow, lies a seed that in the springtime will bloom and become the rose. Oh, I just got chills. That song always makes me cry. I swear to God. I'm going to attach that song above if you've never heard it. It's from an exceptional performance by Bette Midler. She performed The Rose. It was a very sad movie about somebody who was just she was a rock singer that was just being tormented by bad love affairs and her inability to let love in and her drug addiction, and it ends up getting to her. So it's a very serious movie. It's a very hard movie. It's a very difficult subject matter, but it's a very beautiful rose. And I think she's called the Rose. That's like her stage name or whatever. But that's what it's about. It's about thorns. It's about the pain that comes with the beauty that is growth and expansion. So this is not happening to you. It's happening for you. That seed is about to be popped open and about to grow. And remember, anything that happens on a lunar eclipse, I said it when I opened the video, anything that happens on an eclipse can go up to 6 months out. And what's 6 months going to bring us to? It's going to bring us to the springtime. It's going to bring us to that blooming season. So be prepared, Pisces, because this is your seed blooming and coming into fruition. And that shell has to crack open, and that can be painful, but it's happening on your behalf, not to your detriment, but for your betterment. Okay, we're going to move to your card. Authentic truth. Who are you, Pisces? Who are you really? Why have you been hiding it and keeping it? Why have you been holding on to it like it's something that you have to save, like it's something that you can save or should save? It's something that you should share. It's about knowing who you really are, knowing a deep down hidden, who are you? Maybe a secret that has to come up and be released, a truth that has to be told first by being realized and accepted and trusted, and then being brave enough and bold enough to outwardly share it and speak about it, and just be in the world as your full self, not your half self that you half hide and half let the world see. Hold on, I want to read to you from this book, Authentic Truth. Discover your truth and let others find theirs. The truth will set you free, so long as you recognize there is more than one truth, and that the answers you seek exist beyond the beliefs you hold now. There are many truths in this world. You don't have to believe them all. Just focus on what resonates with you. If you must convince yourself of your beliefs, they are not your truth. Your truth will always, let me say that again because that's a great freaking line. If you must convince yourself of your beliefs, they are not your truth. If you must convince yourself of your beliefs, they are not your truth. Your truth will always fulfill and satisfy. It is unconditional, meaning conditions don't have to change for you to live and feel your truth. There is no right or wrong, but there is cause and effect or action and reaction. Master yourself, not someone else's processes. Master yourself, not someone else's processes. When you change your beliefs, your life changes to match it. To do this, you must be aware of how you feel and practice focusing on what makes your heart sing, not shrink. When you align with your truth, you will flow, feel excited, and believe an authentic life is possible. Do you see? Believe in the impossible, but it's upside down. So this is you not being authentic. Basically feeling like you have to hide part of yourself. So if you have to hide part of yourself, then you're not living your truth. You're living a half truth, right? You don't believe in the impossible because you're not living an authentic life. Believe an authentic life is possible. It is possible for people to love you and accept you and appreciate you, even if they see this thing that you think is unlovable. If it is not your truth, you will resist, find it hard to commit, and feel indecisive. Oh, Pisces. Heavy hitter, liberation. That's what the Cancerian full moon is really giving you. An absolute liberation for your heart, for your soul, for your life, and for your future. Ooh. So Aries, we come to you. 54 24. Let's do Aries. Aries energy coming through. One. Aries energy, Aries, Aries, Aries. Like I said, for fire signs, this could be kind of some rough energy. Just an FYI, it could be feel very smothering. But I don't know, Aries. There's something about being a fellow cardinal sign that I feel like you're ready for the challenge. You want the challenge. You want this confrontation with that side moving action of the crab. You almost want to confront that sidewinding. It's like I can feel that confrontation coming. Ooh, the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. This is all about communication, talking to somebody, sharing your truth and sharing it with words. And this was part of your reading, Aries. Was it? Yeah, this was part of your reading. Go watch your horoscope. Maybe I'll attach it above so that you can see your horoscope reading. 100%. Hold on. I'm just going to say attach. So that I know where to attach things, like attach cards for people who want to watch. Aries, this is a time to communicate and let your soul out, like talk your truth and speak your truth. But remember, conversation is always listening and speaking. So it's not just about talking. But when you talk, speak from your heart. The answers you need are coming. These are questions that you have had stewing inside of you. These are uncertainties. May not be actual questions, Aries. It could just be uncertainties. And this full moon is going to release them all. It's going to release those uncertainties by letting those truths come to you. And like I said, this is a tumultuous time for a lot of us. This is some shake up shit. That's the energy that we're in right now, but it's meant to basically make us more authentic. Crack open those places, open those cages we've gotten comfortable in. Answer those questions that we almost learned to accept as having no answer. That's the energy, and it's uncomfortable. It's not comfortable. I know, I get it, Aries, but it's going to be real comfortable real quick for you because you're going to be getting those answers that you need to help yourself and to really be able to be honest with yourself. This is, but you know, oh my God. I just see you having a really powerful conversation with somebody who is very meaningful to you or meaningful in your life or important to you. And that conversation changing things and clarifying things for you, making things comprehensive in a way that you can accept them. So in other words, just like that Gemini, because Gemini energy is master communication, it says that when you communicate something, people will understand it. People will be able to pick up what you're putting down, and vice versa. You'll be able to understand other people's feelings and what they're feeling and what they're demonstrating to you. There will be an open line of communication that's going to solve a lot. I feel like you've been holding on to a lot, especially from your horoscope reading, Aries. There's this energy of the fact that you have been holding on to something for too long. And now there's finally this energy of being able to let go, being comfortable letting go. And I feel like the answers that you're about to receive, and it could be from somebody else's emotions, right? Because this is a highly emotional time, it could be somebody else's emotions coming at you that are clarifying who this person is, you know, what they really feel about you. Can you rely on them for the future? It could be that the way that everybody else is getting extremely emotional is showing you who people really are, and you can make some clear decisions now about those circumstances, those situations, and those people in your life, because you start to see how do they deal with stress? How do they handle stress? How do they deal with their emotions? How do they communicate their emotions? Do they communicate it in a mature way? Do they communicate it in a rational way? Do they throw stones? Like, what do they do? Like, this is going to reveal, I think the high emotions are going to reveal a lot to you this coming week, Aries, about people who are important and give you significant amounts of information so that you can make a clear and concise decision. There you go. Holy moly. So in other words, the answers that you seek are getting answered. It says the answers you need are coming. It might not be intentional is what I'm saying. It might not be somebody actually answering a question for you. It may be that them just demonstrating themselves and their emotions is going to show you all that you need to know. So just be like watching and be vigilant, especially over those 3 days, the 9th, the 10th, and the 11th of this week. Play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. Oh yeah, but this is your release. Like you have longed for this feeling of enjoyment and pleasure and fun, and just letting yourself roll with the punches and letting yourself go and be happy. You need this. It's almost like this is what you've been deprived of. You don't understand where the blockages are. You don't understand why the joy has been escaping, or why the wine hasn't tasted as good as it used to, right? Why things and pleasures weren't as full and robust. This is what you need, Aries, and what's been kind of like kept from you and kept back from you, what you've been lacking. So it's like things are just not go. In other words, well, first of all, I remember I think crowning energy was gentle, like be gentle. Be open to what people are saying. Like literally not laugh at them, but be open-hearted to them. Try to be as light as possible, like to counterbalance all the heavy that other people are bringing at you, but also to understand a little bit of what you're dragging and when you're carrying. It's like this lightness and this joviality is really going to help you this week. Do something that you enjoy. Like let yourself go, let yourself go on vacation, let yourself celebrate, get yourself into that mode of being relaxed and being happy, or doing things that make you happy. Because I feel like in a lot of ways, Aries, you've been separated from that. You have distanced yourself from what truly makes you happy in order to basically be in a circumstance that you think should be making you happy. You're back to pleasures. You're back to indulgences. You're back to decadence that you love around you. You're back to allowing yourself to indulge in yourself and be that full blown you, Aries. This is the breakthrough that you want to focus on over this full moon. And whatever has been restricting you or holding you back, you need to let it go, right? And stop pretending like you enjoyed this as much as you wanted. It's almost like this energy of you wanted to enjoy it and you wanted this to be good, but it was not what it was cracked up to be. You know what I'm saying? And now it's about you getting back to where you really enjoy and who you really are, and not trying to conform anymore. Especially after you get all the answers you need. And now you can be clear and make a really clear decision as to which direction you need to go. We move on to let your light shine. You got to be yourself out loud. You just got to be yourself out loud. That's the energy that was your horoscope reading too for these next 7 days. Aries, was you have got to be, did I say Aries? Yeah. You have got to be yourself out loud. It's 100% essential for you to be authentic. Oh, especially over the full moon. The 9th, the 10th, and 11th, you've got to be your authentic self. Because if you're not your authentic self, you're going to get trapped in the same friggin' patterns that have kept you down and confused you and made you only half happy. So get that full happy. Be your full self. See how people really react to you. See their reactions to you, Aries, especially over this full moon. You're going to get answers. You're going to see the truth about people's emotions, especially where it concerns how they feel about you. So be your authentic self so you can get that authentic reaction from them. Let's read the secret language of light card. This is 45. Be authentic. Today, embrace your uniqueness. Say to yourself, I am so pleased and honored to be me. Embrace the parts of you that you may feel that may feel a little strange. They feel this way because you resist experiencing the fullness of you. We can all feel a little odd or peculiar at times, longing to be like everyone else and just fit in. But compromise breeds resentment. Locking yourself into the pretense of what others want, what was I just saying, will strangle your soul and split you in two. Accept yourself. Set yourself free from judgment and what you perceive others think about you. Let your soul shine outward and inspire others to connect, embrace, and shine their truth. When we are aligned with our soul, we feel loved and satisfied. We no longer need others to lean on, to fulfill our perceived voids, or to be um, different to who they are. Instead, we want to be with others for the pure joy of it. Create new ways toward anything that is of interest to you. Can you feel relief wash over you? You are beautiful. I love when those cards are so in sync. So in sync. Be authentic. You gotta be authentic. Let your whole self out, especially over the full moon. That's what needs to be let go of. That's what needs to be released, Aries. Any kind of chains or blockages you put on yourself to conform to what you need to stay with a specific person, to stay in a specific job, to stay with a specific group of friends, etc., etc. This is, happy birthday, Doug Denny, your full-blown, full self out loud, so you see what people really think of you. And then you won't feel so obligated to be what they want you to be. Here we go, Taurus. This is Taurus energy we're moving on to at 1:05:37. Oh, I have to take a big old stretch. I'm sorry, guys. I just have to have a second. Because this is not a recorded reading. This is a live reading. It's straight through. And we're going on. We're entering into our second hour. So, Taurus, thank you for your patience. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Emotions are running high. Woo, woo. Like the bulls are stampeding, man. This is it. What I said. This is going to be a very emotional time for you. In fact, if I can find it, I'll put the article up. I'll attach it in the community page. Like, see if you can see it, the article. I'll see if I can find it. There was an article I read, and you're going to be one of the signs that's hit the hardest, Taurus, with this full moon in Cancer. Why? Because Cancer and you have a very intimate connection. When Cancer is in the sign of Taurus, it is in the highest, most beautiful aspect of itself. So it's like you heighten, you bring out the positivity of the moon. This moon is just so emotional. It really is going to bring out a lot. It's going to be a very hard time for you, like feeling disconnected, feeling sad, feeling like you're not in the right place, feeling like you're not good enough, like your hard work isn't paying off. There's all of these things, and I want you to watch your reading too, because it's going to be released today. Aries and Taurus are being released today, and this goes right along with that. That mentality of emotions are running high could have to do with something like parent or child, or wanting to be nurtured and feeling like you're not being nurtured, feeling like you're being underappreciated, not wanting to let go of an old situation, of an old circumstance, but having the energies come through that just sort of push it out of you, that push you forward and make you realize what needs to go and what needs to stay. A lot of emotion, and it may not even be pent up emotion. It may be emotion that all of a sudden is washing over you, just coming at you from many different directions, Taurus. Be yourself, be tenacious, understand that it's not being perfect or making all the right choices, but by sticking with it and being tenacious. And that's that tenacity that you have that's really going to get you through these emotional times. No matter how crazy you get, no matter how crazy people around you get, no matter how much shit hits the fan, Taurus, it's 3 days and you're going to get through it. So be tenacious and almost don't take things so personally. I know that's hard. It's going to be very hard for you to not take things personally because you're going to be very, very emotional this week. But remember, hopefully you remember this reading. Don't take things so personally, because the ebb and flow, it's like the water's going to stop smacking you in the face as soon as it started. Those emotions are going to stop acting up and backing up and threatening to explode out from inside of you. Those emotions are going to stop. Okay, they're just going to eventually subside. This is like just a storm. Think of it as a storm. This full moon is bringing on an emotional storm for you, Taurus. Ooh. Okay, let's get more info. Warrior woman, Taurus. Whether you're male or female, doesn't matter. Be a warrior. What did I say about that rhinoceros energy? Have you answered your deepest calling, Taurus? The truth is about to come to you and smack you in the face. That's what it's saying is, hey, why are you moving toward what you really want, what you authentically want? There's almost like It's almost like divine intervention is going to come in and turn your world upside down so that you see things from the perspective that you weren't seeing them. And all of a sudden, oh, I found the key. I never would have looked there. And oh, I found the key. This storm actually turned my ship upside down because the treasure was hidden right beneath me. You understand? It's almost like that's what's happening. It's divine intervention to set you on the right path and get you in the place that you really, really belong. I remember this reading, the reading from today. It was about almost being homesick, you know, feeling like, but this is about finding the treasure in the trash pile. That's what this is about. About in this uncomfortable situation, all of a sudden you realize that there's this glowing light that's been revealed. And it's literally a treasure being revealed to you in the middle of a fucking shitstorm. That's what's going to happen. And I feel like it's this person, this warrior. That's why I said, oh my God, you can't even make this shit up. The title for your video, and I haven't released it yet, but the title for your video is White Knight Alert. So it's almost like somebody coming to your defense, a sense of somebody galloping in and defending you and sticking up for you. Joan of Arc style, like this blessed person that you would never even thought for a million years comes in and they literally change your freaking world because they're your light in the dark. They're your turnaround. They're your saving grace. They're the person that is that light in the dark or the treasure in the trash. And this crazy part, this place where you feel disconnected, you feel underappreciated, you don't feel like people really appreciate or revere or show appreciation for what you give. There's going to be this person that shines through, that almost like swashbuckling kind of save your life. This is a deep connection, Taurus. I think that you either already have or that you're just getting introduced to. But this is somebody like coming from out of the clear blue and like rescuing you. That this energy could be coming from yourself. You could be your own hero. This sense of I am finding a purpose and I'm finding my strength. And at the very least, that treasure in the trash, that light in the storm is that courage that has been ignited in you, that tenacity that has been set on fire inside of you, that you will not veer away from. You have found your direction. You found your purpose in the middle of this shitstorm just by finding your strength. It's not even by discovering something or making a huge discovery, Taurus. It's by finding your strength. It's by finding your courage. That's what you needed to find in order to make it through this shitstorm of emotions. And that's what you needed to get through the next leg of life. So you have found that gem maybe inside of yourself. There is only light. Ooh, what did I talk about? Like this beacon light shining, seeing the light and the light shining through. This storm is false. It's not real. It's fake. You're going to feel it like it's real, but it's not real. It's not the truth. This storm, Taurus, is a front to get you to learn a lesson and to help your life grow and improve. That's what this is, Taurus. That's what this energy is. Please understand it and please know it. It is absolutely essential for you to go through it, to develop, and it's all light. It's really all light. The storm is just a shit show. It's a fucking illusion. It's all light. It's for a divine purpose to bring out something that's hidden deep down inside of you. Ooh, let me read from the book for you. 30. There is only light. Darkness is just an absence. Darkness is just an absence of light. Light is sought after and extraordinary. We seek clarity of light, a lightness of being, and light bulb moments. Light bypasses the analytical mind and takes us straight into loving wisdom. It is time for you to step into your shining light. Be illuminated. Let light in. Today is the day to release any disturbances in your energy. Happiness will come naturally unless you do something to prevent it from happening. Release all that is stopping happiness from flowing into your world and it will appear before you. It seems too easy, but it is truly that simple. Unless you realize this, you remain connected to the belief that struggle is a required, perhaps more respected, lesson-laden path. We often take on the belief that if we struggle, others will think more of us and we will appreciate things more. When you go against your soul, you move away from your brightness. The darkness is a sign it is time to feel your way back into your heart and soul. This is about connecting to your authentic self, your authenticity, Taurus, about reconnecting to your inner strength. And this is really about like getting those winds like pushed at you, like those winds below, trying to blow you away, to see how much fortitude do you have. It's like now, in other words, what this card is saying is put down your sword, put down the struggle. It's about the courage. It's not about the struggle. It's about the courage that this moment was meant. And the most courageous thing that you can possibly do is believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Just let go and believe in yourself. Oh boy. I just love these readings. I feel like they get better and better each time. So 116. Let's start you with Gemini. All right, Gemini, let's see what your energy is, what Gemini energy we're moving toward. Ooh, this is for full Gemini energy. I'm sorry that I haven't been able to communicate with you guys. This is more like a monologue, but we'll get into that. Scorpio, yeah, Scorpio started at 102, really? I thought it started later than that. A time for healing, Gemini, balsamic moon. Have you just released an energy? Have you just let go of something, let go of an old belief or an old understanding? Because this is a time, I think you've been going through the ringer, Gemini. You really have. This is a sense of maybe guilt or shame or emotions or confusion or anger. There's a lot of emotions that you're letting go of. This is actually a healing time for you, Gemini. Something to help you reestablish your sense of who you are, of getting back to your purpose and your life direction. And all of this craziness, this crazy emotion is going to help you do that. I feel like there's a part of you that absolutely knows that you are healing. That healing sometimes hurts, yes, but this experience over the 9th, the 10th, and the 11th is a cathartic experience, is an experience that's leading you on to a new situation and a new start. It may be hard for you to release and relinquish those things that you've grown comfortable with, but this is the energy of letting them go. There's a lot of release. And of course, that's common, right, on the full moon. But this is about you really deep down releasing those things that are getting in the way of you healing completely. So what is it? What are the ways that you really need to heal? Do you need to heal your body? Do you need to heal your mind? Do you need to heal your spirit? Do you need to heal your emotions? Do you need to change your diet? Do you need to stop drinking? Do you need to get a new job? What is it that's keeping you and you from living your best life? This is that time, especially over the next 3 days, Gemini, for you to have the time to heal, have the time to, and have the energy surrounding you to, it's almost like you being in the eye of the storm and watching all this swirling and craziness is actually helping clarify things for you, clear things up for you, and clear things out for you, Gemini. A time for healing, balsamic moon. This is decadent energy too, because balsamic is always like a decadent, it's like a decadent flavor. It's a rich flavor, it's a deep flavor, it's a sensual flavor. So I really feel like there is a sense of the darkness being a comforting darkness, the darkness of this lunar eclipse almost being comforting, almost maybe helping you hide things that you didn't want to share, and you need time yourself to go over and to deal with and to handle. You can't be rushed through this. You need to be able to feel it to heal it, right? you need to be able to confront it, and you need that alone space without judgment or persecution or people getting on you. This is a sense of you finally being able to take the dark and be at ease in the dark and not be in the spotlight and not be talking or constantly communicating. But it's like almost like if lights go out for a second in your life, Gemini, it's a blessing, because that lights out period is just what you needed to be able to let something outside of yourself without necessarily having to let it out to everybody, because it ain't nobody's business. You understand? It's not like you don't want to let it go. It's that you don't want to make a freaking demonstration of it. That's what it is. So this is a beautiful time for that light to go out and it giving you that time to actually basically escape and get away from any kind of pressure or hurt and go to a place that is better for you, that is helping you, that is healing for you. You ever saw, what is it, that Julia Roberts movie? Sleeping with the Enemy. Do you remember that movie? It's about that, like that scene, how to get away from her abusive husband, she faked her death. And one of the things that she did was he thought that she couldn't swim. So she started taking swimming lessons under an assumed name. She started taking swimming lessons so she would learn how to swim. She planned this for a long time. And then one day out in a storm, out in the boat, like she knew, she just had faith that at one point what she did was there were lights on the beach that led to their house, and she cracked those lights. Like she broke the light bulb in a couple of the lights so that she knew that when the time would come, and they got into the storm, right? And she went overboard and he thought she couldn't swim. So what happened was, but she really could. So she stayed under long enough for him to lose her. She let go of her life vest, let it go. They never, like they thought that she was lost at sea. This is what I'm saying. She was led actually by that lack of light, by the darkness. It was that lack of light, that gap in the lights on the beach that helped show her the way through the storm. It was actually the dark that was that path through the storm for her that led her to safety and allowed her to start a whole new life. So that's what I'm saying. It's like this lunar eclipse, this eclipse of this full moon is giving you that freedom that you need to release those things. Maybe you're too ashamed to share it with the world. Maybe you don't want to share it with the world. You don't have to share it with the world. You have to acknowledge it inside of yourself and have that freedom and that liberation to just be able to allow it to start healing. That's what this energy is. That's what this energy is, Gemini, soul family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. So, okay, this is conflicting with the message that I just said, but maybe not really, because this is about being able to find the people that you really believe in and about getting away from or escaping from somebody that you don't really want to be with. That's why I told you the story. That's why the story came out. I do believe there was a reason for that. And Gemini, this is about you needing to escape. You needing to escape. And by the darkness of the eclipse of that moon, you are going to be able to escape. Everybody else is going to be going crazy with all their emotions. And you're going to find that pathway through. By that lack of illumination, you're going to find that pathway through so that you can finally get to a place where you feel comfortable and you're around the people that you actually want to be around. And I just saw 2323, so you could be meeting a divine counterpart, Gemini. This is that, look at that twin energy. Do you see this is your energy? This is maybe even finding and coming into harmony with that darker part of yourself, of being able to reach out and touch that darker part of yourself because nobody else is around or watching. You're in a safe space. You're finding that safe space to actually take that id part of you, that twin, and let the twins face each other, come face to face and share that space with each other. That's a beautiful, beautiful energy, Gemini. It's like being led to where you really belong by sharing those places that you may not want to share with everybody. But finding a person that you may want to share this with. Call in your soul tribe. You don't have to do it alone. This is going to where you really want to be. and being able to finally escape from where you don't want to be. I'm telling you. This is, I feel like if I could head up this reading in any way, Gemini, it would be the great escape. That's what it would be for you. Let's look what this energy is. Divine animals. What are your totems telling you? What are your totems saying to you? This could be messages that you're receiving, divine intervention coming through to you by animals or animal totems coming through and speaking to you or showing you the way. It could be an actual animal itself that's helping you through these times. That sort of place that you feel safe and structured, and that person that you feel unconditional love from is not a human, but an animal. That sense of what are the animals teaching you, and how are they showing you release, and how are they showing you how to be authentic and true. Like, animals give us permission to be our true selves, to be our authentic people. That's why we love them so much, because they love us unconditionally. We can show them that that true self. So it's almost like coming into communion, by coming into communion with your full self, facing and accepting your full self by being around this animal energy that loves you and accepts you unconditionally. This is the energy of unconditional love. Let me read this card to you, Gemini. 22. Soul companions on your journey. Spend time with your pet or in the company of any animal to realize the same light that flows through you flows through all living creatures. Finding connection. We all create different containers for our soul experiences, depending on our individual desires and dreams. Humans experience greater contrast than animals. That is why our influence and creations are wider reaching. However, this also makes it easier for us to split and stray from our hearts. Animals reflect the divine love that we are. When we are around animals, it is easier to move into alignment where we can be inspired to grander creations. People often believe they receive unconditional love from an animal, as an animal is more likely to be aligned with its soul instinct and doesn't need you to be different to who you are for it to feel loved. You will feel free to be who you are. When you emulate this behavior for yourself, life becomes more relaxed, loving, and your relationships will catapult to a whole new level of joy. Wow, this is your soul family. Your soul family is your animal, your pet. Where does your soul reside? This is your family, the part of you that is actually coming back into communion with yourself. This is the first step, is to connect to an animal, somebody who really loves you authentically and completely. So even if there are dark things that are coming out, 45, once again, divine counterparts and twin energy, Gemini. So really being in the presence of somebody that you don't have to hide that id from, being in the presence of somebody who will accept you unconditionally. Animals are the perfect guide and the perfect doorway into that place of unconditional acceptance of ourselves, so that once we accept ourselves unconditionally, we can go with our soul tribe, go back with our family, go back to where we really want to be, where our home really is. Ooh, led by the darkness into the light. Cancer. 128:17. Okay. Cancerian energy on the full moon in Cancer. Ooh, what is this energy? I already feel my brain kind of being blown away. So let's see what this is going to be. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. You're going to be receiving some messages, because this is about the receiving end of communication. So what is the receiving end of communication? Listen and read. Take in information. Be that cup, just like I said to Scorpio, be that cup for somebody to fill. Be ready for those enlightenment, for that information, for those messages to come in. There's going to be messages coming into you, information coming into you, maybe even something that you can help conduct, Cancer, by taking a class, learn. Be open to something new. Be open to learning. Be open to hearing. You're going to hear something that is going to, I don't know, just change your world. That's what I feel like. Major change is coming, especially for us with this lunar eclipse. A sense of a game changer, information that 4545, this is once again divine counterparts, still on divine counterparts. You could be dealing with a Gemini. Whatever it is, Cancer, this is receiving those messages that needed to be received in order for you to move on with your life. In order for it's game-changing information that's coming into you. It's the communication is key, but it's the receptive end. So be open and be listening and be like, I don't know, even open-hearted, but just be aware that there are going to be messages coming in for you on this full moon. Don't talk. Don't give advice over this full moon. Me giving advice over the no, but don't be the master communicator. Don't do that. Don't try, because this is such an emotional moon, Cancers, that it's not about talking. It's not about using your words. Your words aren't going to friggin' help you. Your emotions are. Who are you really? Show what you feel inside. Show who you are inside. Show. Be authentic and be emotionally real. And then receive somebody's feedback, receive somebody's communication, allow it to enter. Honestly, I just feel like this is a huge breakthrough. That communication is coming through. I don't know whether it's email, whether it's phone call, whether it's person to person. I don't know what the it is, but there's communication coming in. We're going to be on the receiving end of a major breakthrough, and it's just coming in. I don't know if it's a phone call. I don't know if it's a packet. I don't know what the it is, but Cancer, we are going to be receiving a major breakthrough. A major breakthrough. So a game changer. That's what I'm going to say. I don't know if it's a breakthrough, but it's a game changer. It's something that it's either illuminating, game changing, wall crumbling, but it's a big fucking change. This is like the tower energy almost. You know what I'm saying? Like communication that will change our lives forever, but it doesn't have to be bad. It's sudden, but it doesn't have to be bad. Understand that. Please understand that, Cancerians. Just because it's sudden doesn't mean it's bad. And I'm not getting a bad vibe from these communications that are coming in. I'm getting a very good vibe from what we're going to hear. But there is an energy of, of surprise, like not being able to expect it, or not knowing what to expect, or not knowing to expect anything at all. Not expecting this energy. That's what I keep feeling. Just not expecting this energy, not expecting this communication, not expecting this information, really kind of just being blown away. Awakening. This is a beautiful card. Energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. What did I keep saying? Major breakthroughs. Something is coming in that is going to awaken you, enlighten you, inspire you. Help you give yourself over to the divine. Help you say, "Here, Jesus, take the wheel," kind of thing. Or beyond that, it's life-changing information. It's going to blow your mind. It's going to illuminate you. What question have you asked? Something that you've been wondering about, something that you can't figure out, Cancerians, or someone that you haven't heard from in a long time, or wondering how things are going to go, or it may not even be hearing from them. It could be hearing from somebody that's like, oh, by the way, you didn't know that they were seeing somebody, or, oh yeah, they were flirting with me the whole time they were dating you. And all of a sudden, it's like it illuminates you, and it makes you realize, holy crap, what have I been holding on to? Release, let go, a new beginning, a new start, complete and total beginning over. But what do we need to do to begin over? What do we need to do? We need to let go. And this is the communication that's coming in for you that's going to help you let go, to help you start over. It's going to be, bam, that gilded cage, those cage doors are going to come open. Even if it's a cage you put yourself in, you can't run from the information that's coming into you. This is groundbreaking, earth-shaking messaging coming in for you that is going to lift you to a higher level. And that's why I don't think it's bad. I think it's actually really, really good. Even if it's bad news, it's actually really like life lifting. It's going to bring you up to another level. It's going to liberate you, set you free, give you direction. And this could just be actually a communication that comes in. Yes, you got the job, absolutely. Or oh, we want to work with you. Or somebody discovering you, this communication that's coming in that's basically helping you to rise, to ascend, to lift yourself up to another level. No, I don't mean you're going to heaven, but I mean that you're expanding. This is like Mario Brothers, level up. You know what I'm saying? Energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. Oh boy. Karma is about to illuminate our asses. It really is about to bring in some heavy duty truth coming out to us, but it's going to set us free. It's going to set us free. It's going to help us. This is so beautiful and so liberating. I don't want anybody to be afraid of it. Look at this card. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that pretty? Like that is like dreams coming true. That is like waking up and your life suddenly being a dream come true. That's why I think this could be really great news for some people. Remembrance. This is something coming out of the past. Something that maybe even you forgot because it's been so long ago. Something almost like an opportunity coming out of the depths, coming out, like something you thought that you lost, something you thought had gone away, something that communication, a breakthrough, something that you thought was over, something coming back, or a memory coming back to you and helping you realize what, solve that last piece of the puzzle, because it's like, oh, I finally remember. Shoot, now I remember. Like that's the energy of like maybe the answer's already inside of you. And whatever this communication is, it's just something that reminds you of something that helps like cue in that thing that you forgot. That's like, whoa. And it's that out of the blue feeling that is really, I think, dominating the reading for me right now. It's just a remembrance, something coming back out of the past, something coming together, maybe even from a past life. It's maybe that's what it is. You're having a past life experience. You're actually dreaming. Remember I said like a waking dream? Dreaming something that actually happened to you and remembering who you were so that you can see who you are and who you're supposed to be. What? I gotta read deep into this remembrance, because look at this. It's 11, and 11 is the awakening card. We now have 2 awakening energies that have come out for us, Cancerian. I told you this was going to be big. It may not be easy, but it's going to be big. There's communication coming in that is going to blow open the fucking doors for us. I'm telling you that right now. Whoa. Hold on. Let me get into this reading. Remembrance. It's almost like, have you forgotten who you are, Cancerian? Because this communication is going to remind your ass. And by attaching to maybe who you were in a past life, there is an understanding now and an illumination, awakening of who you're supposed to be now. Recall your soul truth. You are ready to live your life from the wisdom of your heart. You may have been citing 1111 as a reflection of this. Every fucking day, I have been seeing 1111. I'm not joking. Every day, like clockwork, my eyes have been catching 1111. I'm a Cancer sun and moon and Jupiter. So no playing around here. This is some major divine intervention. 1111 as a reflection of this. If not, you can expect to be receiving this sign soon. You may see it on a clock, a phone, a receipt, or in a dream. What did I say? Something coming through your dream. With this wisdom, fresh and innovative ideas will flow into your mind as new ways to live your life. No one else has to change their ways, only you. Let me read that again, because that's something Cancers have a hard time with. No one else has to change their ways, only you. Live from your heart. Be an inspiration and discover a new world. I'm getting a lot of movement energy too. Some call 1111 an awakening code. You must have awoken on some level to receive it. It is a sign that you are much more than you think you are. 1111 has many different explanations because we are all asking different questions. There is no right or wrong meaning, but at the heart of 1111 is a loving, intelligent energy that will always encourage you towards your soul, where you will remember the truth of you. Whoa. Let's read this again one more time. No one else has to change their ways, only you. One more time. No one else has to change their ways, only you. It's you, Cancer. You have to change. And this is your awakening. This is your big change. There is communication coming into you from the divine, from 1111, from the divine. Divine messages coming directly toward you that is going to illuminate your life and get you to get out of a rut you've been stuck in and open you up to your soul purpose, put you back on your divine path. Remember, Simba. Like, that's that energy. Remember, Simba. Remember who you are. Remember. That's that energy of remember who you are. Have you been trapped? Have you been trapped in like a half life? Have you been trapped in, and it's been you that's been trapping you. I said it before, right? I said Cancers, maybe a cage that you put yourself in, right? Cage of memories, cage of ex-relationships, cage of fears, cage of all these things that we make good excuses for, but it's a bunch of BS. It's BS that we've been talking ourselves. It's BS that we've been telling ourselves. It's bull. And there's communications that's gonna blow open that cage door for us. You better walk through. I'm telling you, this is karma, man. They're freeing us, they're liberating us, not for us to sit there and shake and be scared to walk away from the debris of the cage around us. They're breaking us out. We got to run. The car is running. This is a breakout. Hop in and go. Even if it seems crazy, remember who you are. You're a cardinal sign. You got to move forward. Oh. Shit. Leo, let's move on to you. This is 142:35, Leo. $142. 142:35. Work through your fears, Leo. New moon in Scorpio. I think that you've just recently come upon something that you feel is too good to be true. And that's what's going on. This sense of, no, this can't really be happening. But it is. And why do you feel like it can't really be? You, who has all this confidence, but it's gotten to, it's like strung that little Achilles heel that we all have because we're humans. Forget Leo. Forget about, you're human. Okay, you're human. And I know you have a lot of confidence in yourself, but everybody has an Achilles heel. And somebody strung that heel. There's a sense of, do I deserve this? And those fears are what's making you think, maybe I don't. Maybe I don't deserve this. But Leo, maybe you do. And who is to frickin' tell if you don't walk through these fears and realize that the only reason you're doubting isn't necessarily because of, it's a 43. I just saw that. Are you dealing with a divine counterpart? 5555. 5550 is what I just saw. There's a major change to a divine counterpart. This is a breakthrough, Leo, and I think maybe you're a little bit afraid of it. There's a little bit of fear about this new relationship that's dawning, about this new prospect. It definitely feels like It's too good to be true. Maybe you think, you know what? Everybody's imperfect. That's the thing. It's not too good to be true. It's that it's really not perfect, and you're really not perfect. And once you accept that, once you're able to look that fear in the eye of imperfection, being perfect, once again, 50-50, 50-50. Oh, Leo, this is meeting somebody halfway. You've just met somebody halfway. You've met somebody that's going to go the same distance as you. They're going to meet you in the middle. They're going to meet you halfway. This is definitely the energy of a divine counterpart that's going to be your equal in every way. Meet you halfway, and it adds up to 100%. So this is wholeness and fulfillment that's coming your way. And I really feel like you feel this is way too good to be true. Why? It's because you're afraid. That's why. Work through your fears. Ready or not, here it comes. It's going to find you. It's going to find you. There's no hiding from the emotions or those hidden depths of emotions that's going to come up on this Cancer full moon. There's no hiding from it. So why hide from it? Why? Don't try. Don't try. Just like sort of be ready with your swimmies on. You know what I'm saying? Like the emotions are going to come, so don't back down from them. And why are you so afraid? Why do you think that this is not, like this is too good to be true? That's what this energy is. Why do you feel like it's too good to be true? Where is that really coming from? Do you feel like you had to work harder to earn this? Or do you feel like it's just really like there's no way that this is actually going to work this time? There is a way. And you're the way. And you're a confrontation of your fears, maybe things that you've held on to from past experiences. You know, we all learn from past experiences, and those past experiences almost set up our expectations moving into the future. There is that energy. You understand, Leo, that you've learned something that isn't true because of past experiences. And that's what you have to unlearn and let go of on this full moon so that you can release it, relinquish it, and move beyond it and have plenty of space to get something really deep that wants to come into you. Maybe really into you. Just saying. There is, with that scorpionic energy, I can't ignore that sensuality that has a part of this reading. Okay? So let's go on to the second card. Birthing a new age. Birthing new creations. Dreaming a new world into being. Leo, I felt like this is part of your recent reading too, or a romance reading. This is starting something new. And it's almost like, remember I said 50-50, 50-50? It's somebody that you can co-create with. This is what you're afraid of, co-creating with somebody. You're afraid that it's not going to work, like it's too good to be true. It's not too good to be true. This is somebody who is an equal partner. This is somebody who is actually a divine counterpart. This is somebody who is actually going to go the distance with you. I don't care if there's any romance involved. This is somebody who's different. This is somebody who is going to go the distance. They're not going to let you down. They're going to provide. There's breakthroughs that are coming. Why? Because they have the energy that's equal to yours. They are your true equal, right? They're going to take you this long distance. They're going to take you long term. You're creating something with this person. This starts off as work and may end up as much more. And I got that on a reading for you. Go back to those readings, Leo, because I've seen this for you. This is somebody that you are creating with. And there's somebody that it's almost like it's too good to be true. How can it be so easy to build something brand new with this person? How? It's almost like they can read my mind. Like we're always in 51-51. This is a divine counterpart. Bam. This is somebody, but it's starting through work. It's starting because you two you're on the same path. You have the same vision and you are working hand in hand with each other, like almost synchronized, working hand in hand with each other. This is synchronicity between the two of you that you can't that you're almost like, there's no way. There is a way. Look at what you're building. Look at what you're creating. If it wasn't real, it wouldn't be happening. If it wasn't real, it wouldn't be working. It's very real. This is not too good to be true, Leo. This is for you. But what you're going to have to confront on this new moon is the fear. What fear wants to tell you that this is too good to be true, that this isn't going to last. Because that may sabotage you. That may bring out emotions that actually help to ruin this beautiful potential for this whole new creation. You know, this could actually be birthing something like really like new, like conceiving a child. This could actually be like, you may think, oh my God, finding out that you're going to have a baby when you thought that you couldn't conceive. You thought that there's no way you could conceive. You can't get pregnant. Big old freaking change coming through right at you. Not only can you conceive, but it's twins type of thing. Like, yes, this is true. And your fear is what could hinder it from actually coming to its full potential, which is actually something beautiful. You're creating something new, I think, with someone new. And this partnership is a beautiful thing. And it isn't too good to be true. It's really true. It's really true. They're imperfect just like you. And I think that that's the thing. It's almost like you're seeing the situation as so perfect. It's like too much stuff in your eyes. Like, it's not perfect. It's not perfect. See through those fears. See through those fears so that you can see the imperfections, and you can accept the imperfections, and you can accept that this is actually real. You understand? Because this is actually real, Leo. It was coming from a small, quiet. Why is this? I'm just live now. I feel like there was a lapse, I think. I'm sorry if there was a cable interruption. Whispers. I wanted this card to come out. I'm so glad that it did. This is a beautiful card. Whispers. You feel it. This is something that you have to feel with your intuition. This is divine timing. This is connection in those places. I saw 50-50 again. You're connected. This is connected. What is it? It's almost like you're keeping something secret. What are you keeping something secret? You don't have to tell. You can keep it secret for now. No one needs to know right now. I met a tall, dark, and handsome man, and I've been busy making big plans, but no one needs to know right now. That is a Shania Twain song. I'll attach it above. I'll attach it above. It's an awesome song. It's one of my favorite songs. And this is like, listen, maybe it's too new. And it's like, you too new, too good to be true. You're still letting this wash over you. So don't share it with anybody yet. But don't close yourself off from the potential, because it's more than potential, baby. Leo, this is divine. This is divine. This is meant to be. This shit's gonna work out. I'm telling you right now. Let's read this. Tune in to your soul voice. Your mind and heart are expanding to hear your soul whispers. You are, or will soon, find it easier to interpret and understand the vibes of your soul through how you feel. Open the door to soul whispers by feeling appreciative. Close the door by feeling judgmental. The messages are always there, even if you are not receiving them. Practice feeling soul vibes to clarify your intuition and psychic senses. Just like we know a dog can hear sounds we can't, your intuition interprets waves and impulses outside of your conscious awareness. This card is also prompting you to take notice of your dreams. When you are asleep, you cease conscious thought and resistance. Making it easier for you to receive soul transmissions. If you embrace the messages that come through your dreams, you will invite more of the same. If you don't like a dream, see it as a sign to shift your focus or change a belief. It's not too good to be true. You just have to listen to your soul. Stop with the judgment. Remember what I said right in the beginning of the reading? Those preconceived notions, those experiences that we had that made you think this is how it's going to end up. You gotta get free of them. You gotta clear out that space. You can listen to your soul. What transmissions is your soul receiving? It's meant to be. It's real. It's true. That is so cool. Leo, that is so cool. I'm sorry. I'm extremely happy for you because that's beautiful energy. 53, 58. Let's go on to Virgo. Virgo, here we are. Virgo energy. Virgo energy coming through for this full moon in Cancer. I feel like letting go is going to be a big part of this, but let's see. A fiery climax approaches. I have gotten this card for you. If you remember, because I remember almost all the readings that I've done. Not like word for word, but I remember this is like full moon in Aries. And I always say, when I get that a fiery climax approaches, this is that kind of confrontation that leads to great sex. Like, that's what it is. Like, that's what it is. Like, this is the kind of like, well, I hate you and fuck you and and now we're gonna fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's that energy. That's the energy, Virgo. There is this energy of a big fucking breakthrough happening. Why? Because you yelled and screamed at each other and you just laid it all on the line. It's like you didn't hide anything. You let it all out. You let your crazy out. Ow! Howl at the freaking moon. That's what full moons are for. Let your lunatic loose, Virgo, because that's what's happening. A fiery climax approaches. Why? Climax of what? What's climaxing? Maybe you're climaxing. This could be multiple orgasms. I love this because this is very sexual energy, right? Mars is a very sexual energy. Oh, Mars is doing something too, I think. Okay, Mars is this Aries ruled energy, right? Mars is progress. Mars is aggression. Mars is getting things done. Mars is conviction. Mars is building something, creating something, expanding, moving through, pushing through. It's also war. It's also bloodshed. It's attack. It's sensual. It's sexual, but it's masculine sexuality. So there's definitely a sense of aggression coming through. You're going to feel extremely aggressive, Virgo, aggressive with your emotions. They're going to be running high. And I really do feel like there is something that you have been sitting on, or something that has been unanswered, something that has been unconcluded, something that has been like blocked. It's coming through. I mean, fucking ramming it through. And I feel like you have a big part in this because it's almost like you had it up to here and you ain't taking no shit no more. So you're the ram. You're the ram over the 9th, the 10th, and the 11th, just fucking plowing through and not giving a damn, like not like taking names, like bulldozing through. That's what's happening to you, Virgo. Like, you're 100% on this Mars high of just like forcing your way through a circumstance or a situation, getting those answers that somebody tried to deny to you, making somebody confront you, making somebody look you in the goddamn eye. Like, that's the energy that's coming through for you, like hardcore. But I also think that after this big explosion happens, there's like major sex happening too, because there's a very sexual driven energy here. Like I said, it's aggressive energy, but something is breaking through. Something is getting through. Something is penetrating. All right, I said it. There is definite sense of penetration, of breaching the wall and getting through, knocking that down. Like, you've been trying hard. You've been trying to get it. You're going to get through. This is a major breakthrough. And I think it's a major breakthrough that is, like I said, driven by the battering ram of your emotions. Ooh, Virgo. God damn, see, I know you have it in you. You are definitely not pacifist, so I know that you have it in you. You may be getting it in you too. Let's go on to the next card. No. Wait. Postpone. Say no. Ooh. Oh, I love this energy because we got a yes, right? Remember, we got yes? Who got yes? Scorpio got yes. And you got no. And you're going to be pissed about it, Virgo. I have to say this to you right now. You are not taking no for an answer. That's the conflict, and that's the explosion. You are going to hear no. It's going to light your fire. And you're going to be like, what did you just say to me? Oh, I don't think so. That's your energy. That's the energy that's coming through. I can't ignore it. I can't ignore it. It's like, it says, postpone, wait, postpone, pause, say no. No, you're saying no to saying no. I'm just going to say that to you right now. Virgo, this is I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting even one more second, even one more day. Somebody has been putting you off. Somebody has been rolling you around the bush, running you around crazy, like trying to no. I'm telling you right now, this no is what's inspiring this. No, no to no is what you're saying. Just say no to no, Virgo. That's what's coming through, 100%. Because this energy doesn't take no for an answer, and that's why there's this huge conflict. There's this big brick wall. Good thing you got your Aries on. Good thing you got your Ram on. You are plunging through. You are not taking no for an answer. There is fire. There's ferocity. There also may be you bringing down your house because you should have paused and you should have postponed and you should have gotten your hot head under control. I'm just letting you know you're not going to do it. Calamity. But you know what? The wall needed to come down. The wall needed to come down. Your insistence, it may bring a wall down prematurely, so other walls may fall down too, but the wall needed to come down. And people are going to be really afraid of you. They're not going to ever say no to you again because they're going to let them see that the distance you will go when you don't want to take no for an answer. That's that energy. You are definitely letting your aggression out. You're definitely, because this is an energy. I'm just letting you say, I'm saying this to you, Virgo, because this is an energy that hears no and gets inspired to go harder. So I'm telling you, no, this card came out because it's exactly what you needed to hear to get your ass moving. What did you say to me, universe? Oh, I don't think so. And that's where your Aries comes in. This is like that energy of anger that just reacts. It needs to explode. You're the bomb. You're the bomb, Virgo. But you're like literally the bomb. You're like that ram that's just ramming through that wall. But the energy has to come through somebody, and it's coming through you. And you're breaking down those walls. This Aries energy does not take no for an answer. It's no. The no to no. Get the fuck out of my way. Move to the side if you don't want to get run over. That's your energy. That's what's happening to you. Emotions are running so high, and it's going to bring it out in like a fiery burst of fuck you. That's what it's going to come out as. Maybe I'm saying those swear words too much. I don't know. Soul love. And this is such a calm energy. This is like, oh, soul love. But it's not soul love. This is from the book, but this is you when you have to stick up for somebody that you love. This is how you get when you have to stick up for your child, or you stick up for your husband or your wife. This is you. This is you when somebody that you love is being messed with, and somebody's got to know that nobody messes with them. Like, that's the energy. Like, this is somebody hitting you at home, and nobody hits you at home. Because home is your safe place, and you need safety. And if you don't have safety and consistency, you go off your rocker. Off your rocker. That's what you do. You got off that rocker because somebody done come and knock on your door, and you have not been waiting for them. And you are lit. That's the combination. This is a sense of something that's very, very important to you. Someone that is very, very important to you. Something that touches you deep down inside, and you care about more than anything in the world. And you don't come hell or high water. You would look Jesus in the eye and say, "Get the fuck out of my way." That's the energy, like just bulldozing your way through. And it's just because of a deep connection you have, something that you really, really care about, Virgo. Let's read this, 33. Unconditional love. You are clear, pure love. Nothing from your past will block your dreams. No to no. Your future will be nothing like what has been before. Oh, I just remembered. I have Mars in Virgo in my natal chart. I gotta check out what house that's in. You are at the center of your universe, looking outward through your experiences. When you look out in balance, you are seeing through love and will experience many variations of love. Make love your purpose. Find it wherever you can. If you begin to introduce anything to your world that does not feel like love, shift your awareness, your energy, or your eyes until you return to love. Become so devoted to your purpose of love that no one will sway you from it. Unconditional love is not about tolerating or diminishing yourself to make another feel good. These are conditional actions that will make you feel less than or resentful. If you are trying to believe something that is not your truth, it will feel awful because you are not in agreement with your soul. Your job is to feel balanced in every moment. If you can't, go easy on yourself, as if it is just a sign you are yet to love something. Wait, let me read that again. If you can't, go easy on yourself, as it is just a sign you are yet to love something about yourself. So your job is to feel balanced in every moment. If you can't, go easy on yourself, as it is just a sign you are yet to love something about yourself. So this is just something that may be shown to you that you haven't been ready for, you weren't prepared for. Let me say this to you. This very peaceful, loving energy, how does it tie into no, wait, postpone, pause, say no? This sense of finding balance. But I can tell you right now, it's almost like I'm telling you right now, you're putting things into balance by going hard, by coming out fiery and fierce and bulldozing through. That's you setting things back into balance, because of Virgo, it's almost like you've been hiding too much, you've been suppressing too much, you've been repressing too much, you've been denying yourself too much. So this energy of go hard or go home, we like to think that aggression is never necessary. That's bullshit. If there is something that's unbalanced your world to the point where you need a heavy push or an explosion, sometimes you need an explosion to be that counterbalance. And that's what's happening, is you're using this explosive energy that you have, this highly charged emotional energy that you have, to balance something out, to get something back to right. That's what you have to do. You have to do what you have to do, and you're going to do it. I'm telling you. And it's because it's for somebody that you love so deeply that there isn't a choice. Damn. No. Oh, 207. 207. We're getting to Libra energy. 207. Wow. Final sign. Thank you so much for all of you who have stayed the entire 2 hours. For those of you who have not, that's okay. I'm going to timestamp it. Have no fear. Libra, it's your time. Have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. And what I say at the beginning of this reading, that anything that happens on the eclipse, any major shift that happens, could take up to 6 months to come to fruition. Springtime. Have faith in your dreams. They're not for nothing, Libra. Have faith. Have you been doubting yourself? Have you been thinking, oh, it's never going to happen? Have you been losing faith? Have you been losing steam? Have you been losing momentum? Have you been losing inspiration? Yeah. Have faith. This full moon, I feel like there's something coming in for you. This is an energy of a waxing crescent moon. Things are happening. Things are happening for you. They may be building slowly, Libra, but that doesn't mean that they're not building. You understand? We're not aware of Earth's rotation. Well, we are, because we track the sun and the moon across the sky, but we don't feel like we're moving. We are. We're moving at thousands of miles per hour. That's how fast we're moving. So you may not be aware of the increments. You're not aware right now that there is a seed beneath the ground that is sprouting roots, because seeds grow down before they grow up, right? So right now, the growth may not be evident, but you're taking root. You're growing. Your potential and your dreams are being realized. You're in that process. Maybe they haven't bloomed yet. Maybe they haven't even boop, popped up so that you can see them yet. But that does not mean they are not alive. They are absolutely alive. Why am I telling you this? Because faith. Because springtime. Look at this beautiful energy of this beautiful card. This is 100% springtime energy. You are going to see something click, something that happens over this full moon that sets things up to spring up around the springtime. April, May, June, springtime. Look for it. Believe in it. Believe that there is growth even in the middle of the winter when everything seems dead. Know that there is sunshine even when there's clouds out. The sun never stops shining. You know, believe that. This is faith. Faith is an active process, Libra. And what you need more than ever now is faith. And the reason I'm saying this so much and repeating myself is because you're about to give up. I know, because I'm a Libra rising, that one of our major foibles is that we give up too quickly. If things don't come fast and furious or easily, we quit. How many unfinished projects, Libra, do you have sitting around your house? Be honest. Don't give up on this one. This one's worth it. And it may move slow, and it may still be blooming, but it's worth it to continue to have faith, because this idea, this seedling is going to be beautiful. So you've got to have faith in this project. You've got to continue to have faith because it is coming to fruition. Don't give up, Libra. Don't leave this behind. Don't. You will hate yourself for it. If you cast this opportunity away because you don't see growth fast enough, what are you going to do? You're going to lose faith. 11, I just saw 11:11. Didn't I tell you I've been seeing 11:11 constantly? 11:11. You have got to keep going. Don't give up. Don't give up. The bloom on this flower, the one that you don't see because it's still hidden beneath the soil, is so beautiful that if you give it up, you will have robbed not only yourself, but earth of something extraordinary. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. This is a beautiful card too, because this is about attaching yourself to joy or finding something that inspires you. Do whatever, and this is the full moon. Do you see? Change. Full moon and change is coming. Do something to change your energy. Why? Because you're about to kill the most beautiful thing that's ever come into your life. So quick, change your energy, Libra. Don't give up. Get back into something that inspires you. Get back into something that makes you believe in something, whatever it is, even if it's stupid. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you continue to have faith in it, that you don't give up on it. Whatever it takes. This is what this card is saying. Whatever it takes for you to stay inspired, whatever it takes for you to stay dreaming, whatever it takes for you to stay committed and not give up on this project, do it. Do it. Do it. Not that will hurt you. Like, don't start doing drugs and shit. But, like, seriously, do it. Do it, do it, do it. Do whatever it takes. Read a book that you love again, or watch TV to keep you amused. Like, keep yourself going through the winter. You have to get through this cold moon. You have to get through this moon. You have to get through it. And getting through it will set up your karma to come in for springtime. Whatever it takes to change that energy and turn it around so that you don't give up, you have got, because the universe feels that you're ready to retreat. The universe feels that you're ready to throw in the towel and leave another project unfinished. It feels it. And that's why it's saying you need to check that shit at the door right here and right now. What you need to release on this full moon is giving up. Whatever it takes to continue to be inspired, do it. You have an obligation. The universe wouldn't be sending you that message and me seeing 11:11 if this wasn't bigger than you. and what you're working on wasn't important enough, that this is part of your soul purpose, you have to keep going. Healing. It's not just your healing, it's other people's healing too. Literally, the angels are coming in to help you in whatever way they can to support your ass so that you don't give up, so that you can heal this major fault in you, which is to give up too quickly. Healing. This is about forgiveness. This is about coming back around and allowing yourself to be imperfect, allowing others to be imperfect. This is about divine intervention to show your connectivity, even when things aren't perfect. If things aren't going smoothly or divinely, this is the universe or angels or whoever you believe in showing you that that's all part of the process. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. This is about relinquishing a sense of perfection, relinquishing that sense. I almost just saw the sparkle. That was cool. It's about relinquishing the sense of everything has to go smoothly. It doesn't. That's not what life is about. And if you got bumps and you got bruises, it's okay because you got resources and they're going to help you. And it's going to change your life. I think that's what this really is. You're going to heal the depths of you that make you always want to give up. By not giving up. Healing is hurtful, but it's worth it. 5 is also the energy of change. Healing. Be illuminated by love and truth. Right now, healing is taking place to support your understanding of the gifts in your experiences. Weird or difficult circumstances can often be a fast-track path to your desires. Until we recognize subtle imbalances, the best way to clean up outdated beliefs is to have our buttons pushed. Buttons are created by continued attention to unbalanced thoughts, ideas, or beliefs. Every time we are reminded of or talk about a hurt, it pushes a button and reopens a wound that we are yet to heal. Wounds are created by mental, spiritual, or physical trauma. Poking at them will prolong the healing process. Leave them alone so balance can be restored and wholeness can return. Inspired action for healing may include seeing a therapist, consulting a medical professional, or spending time in the ocean. Focusing on what you love is also healing. Dance with life. Change your mindset. All is perfect in every moment, even if we can't see it. Even if we can't see it at the time. Your life is getting better. It's healing as we speak. Don't give up on it. Whatever it takes, keep yourself inspired. Dance. Dance with life. Keep yourself going, keep yourself motivated, and keep working on that project. It's important. We have come to the end of my full moon readings. To those of you who have stuck it out and been with me this whole time, thank you. I'm going to have the timestamps in the description box, and I'm going to have the timestamps pinned in that first comment section so that you can access it on mobile or on web. It's coming into fruition, guys. Everything is happening for a reason. Major changes and major shifts. Expect yourself to be, or others around you to be, emotional messes. It's okay. We're going to get through it. Not only are we going to get through the storm, but it's a storm that's going to relinquish and heal us. Like tear away those connections with the past and any tethers or blockages that we have. These emotions need to happen, and we need to hand them over. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being on with me. I'm sending Libra pushing through. Yay, Libra ascendant. Thanks so much. Much love. Thank you so much, Julia. Tammy, thank you so much for being on here. Brandis, peace and love right back at you. Masalea, Back up for your Cancer reading. Yeah, back up. Plus, I'm about to post this right now. So timestamps, guys. Look at the timestamps. You'll get right to it. Thank you so much for all your help, guys. I love you. I'll talk to you tomorrow on the daily. Yep.